Becky and this is Josh.
Hello.
Finally got him in a video this time, which took a lot of persuasion. He actually watched a YouTube video like a day ago to help with his confidence and his anxiety for coming into the video. How was that for you?
It helped a little bit. I will say it did help a little bit. Although it didn't cure it. It didn't kill my anxiety. There was a huge wall of anxiety that was stopping me from doing this.
Yeah.
I'm still anxious now, but it's all part of the process.
Yeah. So with that being said, we actually want to touch upon about anxiety today. We're not going to use too many statistics because we know there's a lot of videos out there that help with anxiety, give statistics on anxiety. This video today is just about what we do to help with our anxiety, our social anxiety, etc., and what could help you. So let's get started then. So Josh, what helps you on a daily basis with your anxiety?
Well, most of the time it's my music and playing my Xbox. As you know, I don't go anywhere without my headphones on because the outside world is just overwhelming in terms of anxiousness and things like that.
Yeah.
It does help when I'm gaming or doing something that keeps my hands occupied. Like I'll sit there, I'll fiddle around with my hands. But it works differently for different people. Like whereas music works for a lot of people, but it doesn't work for everybody. Some people like to tap. Some people. I know some people that carry a small instrument with them. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a small hand. It's small. It's about this big, and it rattles. So they shake that when they're out to help with their anxiety. No, not a maraca. They're not going to go down the street doing a siesta, because that would look a bit weird. But no, some people, like I said, I know some people that do that. I use music and gaming and other things to keep myself occupied. But like I said, it works differently for many different people.
Yeah. So like for me, for instance, I listen to my music as well. Like you'll rarely ever see us, because we go out together to help each other. You'll rarely ever see us without our headphones or our earphones, because even though we're together and it does help being with somebody else, it relieves a lot of that anxiety, a lot of that social anxiety. Having that music as a distraction also helps you, because I like a wide variety of music, but I usually, when I go out, I usually listen to 80s rock, which is what my mum used to listen to when I was little. So when I'm listening to like Guns N' Roses, Black Sabbath, Def Leppard, etc., while I'm out, it reminds me of the comfort of mum. So it like calms me down a bit. It sounds a bit funny saying like, oh, I listen to this song because it reminds me of my mum and it calms me down, but it actually really does. I also tap as well. Like I tap a lot. I don't know if you'll see much in the video or in future videos, but I tap a lot or pretend that I'm playing the piano, because that calms me down a lot. Because I feel like, I don't know about you, but I feel like that when you're doing something physically, it will distract you.
Yeah.
Is that the same for you?
Yes, it is. Like when I'm in, for example, when I'm out shopping or something like that, I'll tap my hand off. For example, if we're going shopping, I'll tap my ring off the trolley handle, for just the fact that it distracts me.
Sorry about that. If you do see a dog.
That is another coping mechanism. My therapy pet, he's also for my other mental health issues, but they're for a different video. I think I think I play with my hair a lot, like, because I have long hair, like, as some people do, and like playing with my hair, it alleviates my anxiety because, like Becky said, it reminds me of when I was younger, um, and it gives me that feeling of warmth, like I'm safe, things like this, um, but it doesn't work all the time. If the anxiety is too much, then I have to find something else to do that, and that's really hard to do because sometimes the things I'd usually do don't work. But majority of the time, music does help me.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of people will be able to agree with you on that, though, because, like I said, there is a wide variety of music. So, like, I don't know, it attracts a lot of different people and it'll help a lot of different people.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that might help some viewers who are suffering and haven't got a coping mechanism. Music could be a good start.
Definitely, music has a lot more. It's very underrated in terms of psychological help. The the way I see it, the louder my music is, if it's that loud where it doesn't hurt my ears, but it's loud enough to drown everything else out, then I could concentrate on what I want to do, not worry about the world around me. It helps me seal. It helps keep me in my own personal bubble. Um, and as long as I've got my headphones on, I don't have to worry about anything. But that's how I see it. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know if it'd be the same for anyone else, but
yeah,
like I've been saying, music does mean quite a lot to me.
Yeah. So like, anxiety as a general, like a lot of people, like when they think of anxiety, they think of somebody like shaking. There's a big difference. Well, not big difference. There's like a subtle difference, in my opinion, between an anxiety attack and a panic attack. They both can be near enough the same, but I don't think people quite understand what anxiety actually is. Because I know I suffered with it with a lot when I was younger. A lot. I know that Josh has suffered with it a lot as well. It's like, for us, anxiety is sometimes we're scared to go out the front door because we're scared that people are going to judge us for what we look like, for if we're playing music on a speaker while we're out, the type of music that we listen to. It's just like
the list gets worse the more you think about it.
Yeah, it's like an irrational fear to step outside your front door.
That sounds more like a phobia, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, I hope you guys know what I mean. But it's like, over the years, we've been able to sort of like control it. So we do go out, but we try not to go out as much because it is a lot. It overwhelms your, like, well, for us, well, me, it overwhelms like my body. Like, I'll go outside the front door and then I'll go, I have to take like deep breaths sometimes when I'm walking, and then if people try to talk to me, I sometimes ignore them because a lot of things go through my head. So yeah, what about you?
I'm gonna end up looping back to music again because I use it for everything. If I've got, I don't know, if I've got a job interview to go to, music. If I've got to go to an appointment, music. If I'm stressed out, music. I use it for everything.
So yeah, if you haven't tried it already, try music. But please do let us know in the comments if there's any
remedies.
Yeah, that you guys do to help with your anxiety, with your social anxiety, etc. Do let us know in the comments, because some of them might actually help us as well, and maybe one or two of ours might help you. Oh yeah, because as well, when I go out, I have a band on my wrist and I have this. I flick it a lot. Because like I said, doing something physically helps you distract from the mental. So it distracts you from overthinking, it distracts you from that fear of other people judging you when you go out. So maybe a band on your wrist might help as well.
Speaking of bands, I'm designing a wristband for the Broken Stars Foundation,
Yeah.
there will be a link to that in the description below. So please like and subscribe.
Well, it'll be in a later video because we're still getting a few things sorted out at the moment. But yeah, yeah, we know that anxiety as well. Like in my last video, I did tell you guys that you can message us. Sorry.
Massage.
Yeah, message us. I actually had one person phone me the other day. We spoke for about 2 hours. So it's obviously somebody that we know, and they said to me that they're glad that we started this because even though we're talking about mental health as a whole and wanting to break the stigma and that, there is a lot of content out there with this type of stuff, but they're glad that we started this because we're a bit different, because we have personal views, because obviously we're not like psychiatrists or anything, but we have our own personal experiences that can help people because we've been through the system, etc. But there was a few people that messaged us on Instagram as well that helped us, so thank you for actually making that initiative move to actually message us, because I can imagine that was very scary because you've got a lot of confidence, because even I would struggle with that as well.
I know. So I usually say to people, if you want me to call you, I'll send you a text, because
Yeah.
I can't do that. Even with people I know, I don't know. My anxiety stops me from doing that. Makes me feel uncomfortable. So I'd much rather send a person a text message than call them, even if they specifically told me to call them.
Yeah. See, because as well, we're hoping that as we grow and as our foundation grows, and what's the word? Yeah, so as we grow and as our foundation grows and we get more well known, we want you guys to grow with us as well. So like a community, that's the best word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like we want to grow as a whole, as a community. So like we'll be uploading one video a week at the moment, and we'll be uploading to Instagram. I have been asked if we've got a Facebook page, but we haven't just yet, but we will be looking into that. But yeah, we want everybody to be there for each other in this little community that we're starting, because I believe that we can help each other to grow, etc. What about you? Thoughts?
Well, I have a lot of things, just words. Yeah, we want to create a community where nobody should feel afraid to say what's on their mind, like to tell us, what they're feeling, how they're feeling, and then other members of the community, including us, can advise, like give them our experiences and give them our advice. And from everybody sharing their own experiences and advices, is that even a word? I don't know, but everyone sharing their own advice, we can learn to help each other.
Yeah.
Together as one.
Yeah.
And we can't do that without your help.
Yeah.
So all the likes, subscribes, things like this, it means a lot to us. Just getting a couple of views on the last video was shocking, because we didn't think we were going to get that, because of all the other run-of-the-mill videos of people like proclaiming self-help, this, that, and the other. But we don't want to do that. We want to be
different.
Yeah.
I feel like we want to be different from those self-help videos. We're not saying that not any of them are bad by any means. Like, there are really good ones out there, but we just want to be different because we are different. We are outcasts. We are unique. We are probably, well, I get told that I'm the black sheep of the family. But yeah, it's just that we want to be different, we want to be unique, and we want to show the world who we are and that we can help people, even though we have all this anxiety problems or we have all this confidence problems. Us two want to show the world, we want them to hear us basically. We want our voice to be heard, because obviously people with mental health issues, mental illnesses are not being heard.
They're practically swept under the carpet, and that irritates me. The government isn't doing enough, so we thought it's high time that maybe we should do something about it.
Yeah.
We want to get our voices heard, as Becky said, but we also want to help everyone else get their voices heard too.
Yes.
We want to help achieve. I mean, at least helping one person at a time in different places. Even like that, at the moment, that would mean a lot to us, just to help one person at a time. But I don't think that the government is going to do any more than what it's doing now, because, like we stated previously, mental health is severely stigmatized, and that grinds my gears a little bit, to be honest.
I like the Family Guy reference.
Yeah, like hey, do you remember the my quote gone blank?
But no, like, as you can see, it has took Josh a lot of courage to come on this video. I feel a bit more relaxed in this one because obviously I have Josh by me, but I'm still really anxious to do this video. But as you can see, we don't have much at the moment. Obviously we've just started, like, we're sitting in our living room and we're recording a video on Josh's phone, do you know what I mean? So yeah, just because we're small at the moment, just because it doesn't seem like we get a lot of views on YouTube, etc., or followers on Instagram, doesn't mean that we're not going to make it, because we will get our voices heard. We will be able to help more and more people as weeks, days, months, years go by. We will be able to do that for everyone, and we will be able to help everybody that we can, or point them in a direction of where they can get help.
As the saying goes, just even the smallest spark, the smallest ember can create the largest inferno, and that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
We just need that support to keep that ember lit.
So I think that one of the quotes that I live by is, I believe in 6 impossible things before breakfast. And if you get it, you get it. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, if you believe in 6 impossible things before breakfast, then you'll have a magical day. That's what I believe anyway. Like, I have an amazing day if I believe in 6 impossible things, and to never stop looking up.
Well, that explains why my days are always so bad, because I've never heard of that.
No, like, you don't have to, but that's just me personally. Like, I like to imagine and I like to believe in the impossible. And to some people this dream might seem impossible, but to me, and I'm pretty sure to Josh as well, to me this is not impossible. We will achieve our dream, even with the amount of anxiety that we have, because as Josh said before, anxiety is dependent on the person. Like, nobody's comparing anybody to whoever. Like, you can't say, oh, my anxiety is worse than yours, because you can't, because you don't know how their anxiety affects them. So I believe that we're all equal and we can all help each other.
And as we referenced earlier, anxiety can be experienced in a million different ways. The way I experience it is somewhat different to the way Becky experiences it. Like, even though we're close relatives, it's not the same. Like, from one person experiencing anxiety to the next, they'll never be the same. They'll never have the same symptoms, shall I say. Good afternoon. no person has the same experience twice.
No.
They may share the same symptoms, but the way it feels might not be different. But what it starts out with does. And I could say that from my own personal experience, because the past few anxiety attacks I've had, they've all started off in some way or another. Pardon me. I've got hiccups from somewhere.
But yeah, like, you don't need to compare yourself to other people. You don't need to try to be like somebody else. You are your own person. You are unique. You are special in your own way. No matter what problems you've got, no matter what situation you're in, you're different, and you don't need to compare yourself to somebody else. Because as growing up, I get that there's this idealistic type of perfect beauty for women and men. I know there's like this image that you've got to be this, but nobody's the exact same. Nobody has the exact same features. Do you know what I mean? Like, as it says, we are unique, we are different. Everybody is different, so you don't need to you don't need to compare yourself to anybody else, because I think that plays a lot in anxiety as well, because it did for me as I was growing up. I thought that, oh, I've got to be this size, I've got to look like this, my hair's got to be like this, I've got to listen to this. And eventually I did realise, like, that it wasn't me, that's not who I was. And that, I think that's where my majority of my anxiety comes from, is feeling like that I've got to be a certain image.
Yeah, comparing yourself to other people, like, even out of anxiety, like thinking, oh, how am I going to compare to this person, or how am I going to compare to this person? That's a really hard thing to get past, because it affects your self-esteem, it affects your self-confidence, it affects everything. I experience that. I don't like my feelings of anxiety around when I'm near people I don't know, because I think, well, I want to look like that, but I look the way I do, and it just affects me so much. I don't want to come out my room half the time, but I still have to, like, get past that. But I'm in a bit of a battle with it at the minute, so
I don't know the words, like, you're never going to be perfect. As I've said before, you're not going to be perfect, because there isn't.
The idealistic perfect doesn't exist.
As I've said before, you're perfect in your own way. Like, nobody is perfect. Nobody's going to be perfect. But yeah, like, this video today, I know we went a bit off topic about anxiety, but we just hope that it's helped you a lot, of see if, like, some of our coping mechanisms can help you with yours. And I know we've rambled on and on and on, but yeah, anything you'd like to
add? Yeah. We hope this video has been helpful, and we thank you very much for watching. And please, if you'd be so inclined, to like, share, and subscribe. Many thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.